So it's been a while since I've uploaded, just a little while, and I have to say I've genuinely missed talking to you guys, like my audience, because if you follow me on social media, you'll see I've been working on a web series that's fully out now. You can watch all 6 episodes. I'll talk more about the details at the end of the video, because for this video, it's about a service that has gotten a lot more popular over the last year and is the name you've probably heard a lot more of. Zoom. With everything that happened in 2020, the world needed to figure out ways to continue, and a big help to that has been through video calls. And I definitely do not support doing this at all, but Zoom bombing has become a very popular thing, which is kind of like a photo bomb, but for Zoom, when a troll goes into an uninvited Zoom call. I don't know if this article is true or not, but apparently it's a federal offense in the US to Zoom bomb. That would be a sad way to go to jail, but I kind of get it. I mean, you could be messing with someone's work or something. That's why for this video, I thought I would go through some of the weirdest businesses that are being offered through Zoom or another service like that. And at the end of the video, I actually purchased one, because since getting hypnotized is usually done in person, if you search, now lots of people offer it through Zoom. So at the end of the video, we're gonna try that and essentially see if I could get my mind controlled over Zoom. Before that though, I wanna go through some of the others I found, because some of these, I wouldn't even be able to put it on YouTube. Like this first one, it's a prime example. A lot of people are offering yoga classes over Zoom. It's actually a very common one, which I think is great, but I think I found the most interesting version of Zoom yoga. Naked yoga on Zoom Fridays. That sounds like the best way to start your weekend. Out of all things to do naked, yoga is not the one I would want to see people doing naked. And there's obviously a lot of stretching involved. I would just not want to see that, especially when they're doing like a downward dog. Naturism is highly encouraged, although you can wear skinny bikini or boxers if you don't feel comfortable fully naked. I mean, if you're gonna do this, you should just go full naked. This isn't the only one. Like if you Google search naked yoga Zoom, there's a couple people that offer this. I even found this option on one of them, that they offer private naked yoga sessions. This next service though, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this one is that necessary to have. And I actually really considered buying a Zoom session of this, but I just feel like there wouldn't be too much entertainment value for more than like 10 seconds. It would just be awkward. Because if you've been feeling more lonely and quarantine has kind of made you more isolated, you can now purchase a virtual cuddle session. The website is called snugglesalon.com. There's also a Zoom event of cuddle parties, and I guess that would be just a lot of people just in one Zoom call, all cuddling. I don't even know how do you cuddle on Zoom? It says right here, the cuddle party is going virtual. We want to create the feeling of trust, sharing, and connection of an in-person event. I feel like it's a nice concept, like you all want to be there to support each other and trust, but I don't know if me just joining a Zoom session with random people or a random person, I would feel that same sense of like safeness that you do when you cuddle in person. I don't think it equates to over Zoom. And finally, I think we should just get to the hypnotizing session. From what I've seen, hypnosis isn't always like the typical kind of waving a stopwatch in front of your face and then you kind of drowse away and then they kind of control you. I actually found this list of things that hypnotherapy can be used for, and it can be used for a ton of different things. For stuff like anxiety, bedwetting. You can get hypnotized for weight loss. Also, I don't know why gagging is on this list. I guess you can get hypnotized to not have a gag reflex. I don't know if that would work. Either way, I know what I'm gonna hypnotize my next girlfriend to do. But for me, this was a big decision of what I should get hypnotized to do. So I picked one off this list that said dreams, to see if I can get hypnotized to have more exciting dreams or something. And the guy said, yes, it's possible to do that. Because I love that feeling when you first wake up and you remember the crazy dream you had. So I guess maybe he can hypnotize my brain to have more of those kind of dreams. I've never been hypnotized before, and I've never been too sure about it, to be honest, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll try to go into it being more open about it. So even though it's Zoom, when I joined the call, he didn't have his camera on, and I was like, are we going to turn the camera on? And he's like, no, it's just audio. So you're only gonna be hearing his voice. I probably would have bought someone else if I had known that before, but I was already in the call. Anyway, I think that's enough talking. I'm gonna cut to that now, and here's my Zoom call hypnosis experience.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. How are you doing?
Good. Can hear you now. Do you understand anything about hypnosis previously?
No, I actually know nothing about it.
Cool. So you use a
Even
state of mind referred to as somnambulant, and when you are in that state, and you are, submitting to someone else, for example, you're allowing yourself to be hypnotized from someone else. Someone else can very well kind of control.
Are you ever able to get to the point that you like command that person that when they're in that state though?
Yeah, absolutely. You can give commands and have a person completely comply, but a person isn't going to comply if there aren't a few things kind of set up already. Basically, in order to be hypnotized, you need a couple elements of your psychology activated, and that is being focused and being absorbed and experienced. And I can get you focused on and absorbed into anything at any given time, just because I know how to create that. Right? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, kinda. I get that.
Cool. I do want you to now close your eyes and start to relax with me, if that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Tell me about your surroundings. Are you just in your room? Is it pretty quiet?
Yeah, I'm the only one in the house.
Okay.
The only one else here is my cat.
Sweet. I got a cat too. Cats are cool. So I'm going to teach you some techniques that people use to be calm in a war zone. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to control your state. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. So I just want you to pay attention to your breathing, and I want you to breathe in now, and I want you to notice your chest fill up completely. It's very important to follow your breath. So fill it up, and then when you're ready, let it all out in a very powerful way. Just let it out. Whenever you had that last dream that made you feel very powerful, and you woke up noticing it was thrilling and fun, right? Do you remember how it felt? You might not have to be able to put it in words, but can you kind of sort back through your files of your memory and kind of remember how you feel?
Sleepy.
Like, what was the feeling? Sleepy?
Yeah. But definitely like in a good mood.
So you're in a room all by yourself. No one's around. Right? Imagine you know what it's like to be in space. Just stars in all directions. Every single direction. And there you're going to find yourself the most interesting world you've ever seen before. And there's a large dome, okay? And there's a bright orange fire pit in the middle. Can you feel how warm the room is? Can you see the fire pit in the middle of a dome?
Yeah, I kind of feel the heat.
Yeah, like you can start to see it. And while this process is happening to you, I want you to gaze around the room. I want you to look at the walls and notice that there's little bits of paper everywhere. You see the little bits of paper? Can you go find one of those bits of paper and grab one of them for me?
Do I take it off the wall?
Yeah, go ahead and take it off the wall. I want you to hold it in front of your face with one of your hands, like physically grab, with your eyes closed, and physically hold it in front of you and visualize it with your mind's eye. It's right there. You've got that piece of paper and you know you've got it, right?
Yes.
On this piece of paper, on the other side, is something that represents a less than positive aspect of yourself. I don't want you to turn it around, but I want you to grab it and I want you to throw it into the fire. Imagine yourself flicking into the fire. Now I want you to go grab. It burned, didn't it? You could see it burning. Now I want you to go grab the third one and just flick it in the fire. Is it gone?
Gone.
It is all dissolved and is all resolved from the body and the mind. And now your body will keep doing this, and it will keep doing it for as long as you live. For as long as your heart continues to beat, you will only get better and have better, more powerful dreams. Now you have the power to control them. You've earned it. I'm glad you did this, because this, we didn't even face a demon.
Okay, well, there you have it. That was my Zoom hypnosis experience. To be honest, I don't know if that was even hypnosis. I don't know what that was. I guess I'll let you guys know if that ritual thing he did somehow equates to me having better dreams now. I feel like if anything now, I might have dreams about a fire, and that wouldn't be good. I also just think in general, hypnosis, it just isn't for me. I don't think the way my brain works, is good for hypnosis. Like someone else guiding me, I don't know if I let go in the right way. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like the hypnotist guy I got, he kind of sucked. I don't know how experienced he was. So I guess that's kind of the risk of buying something online, that you don't know what it'll be like or how much experience that person might have. Overall, that's gonna be all the Zoom call things that I'm gonna talk about today. Let me know if you guys try any of the ones I talked about, especially the yoga. If you wanna see 2 other Zoom meetings I did right now, you can go watch it on my series that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. In that episode, I bought a private magic show on Zoom and a palm reading on Zoom. If you followed me on social media, you might have seen that the brand Opera, which I've always been a fan of the brand, had me host a 6-episode series. All of the 6 episodes are very close to the type of videos that I do on this channel. So if you like these videos that I do on my channel, you're 100% gonna like all 6 of them that I made. With that, I'll link the series below if you wanna go watch it. I believe it has its own webpage or it's just on Opera's YouTube channel. I would very much appreciate if you guys go over, support it, let them know that they made a good decision to pick me as the host. Other than that, I think that's all I wanted to mention. Like I said, now that I'm done with this, it won't be months until my next video. I actually know what I want to film for my next one already. I feel like I need to get Kitty in here. For all of you wondering, she's been good. She's been chilling, enjoying the nice weather outside, chilling on the balcony. I have too, actually. The weather has been so nice recently, and in the next couple weeks, it's getting closer to May, and once it's May, it's done. It's 100 to 110 degree weather. But with that, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you all for making it to the end of this video. I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you next time.